Happy 4th, everyone! I just wanted to show you today how I do my workouts and how I do certain things to help me stay fit. This is going to be a quick workout video just to show you how I stay fit. When I do my workouts, I do the workouts through Apple Fitness. A lot of what I do is based off of a plan that I'm able to control and fix to what I want based on my needs and what kind of actual workouts I prefer to do. My workouts consist of using dumbbells. I use a 15-pound set of dumbbells and a 30-pound set of dumbbells. Here you can see that I'm warming up. I am just doing some basic and simple warm-ups. Sometimes when I do these warm-ups, it actually helps to get my blood flowing. The warm-ups don't take too long, and they actually help kind of get the movements in my body so that I know what kind of movements I need to do throughout the workout. I also enjoy the Apple Fitness app because it helps me to learn how to do the movements correctly. If you listen to some of the audio in my videos, you can hear the coach on the other side tell you how to correct your form.
Stand tall. Again, hips back, then begin to rotate. And out. Keep rotating.
Another reason I enjoy the Apple Fitness app is because I can choose which coaches I want to teach me how to do each move and which workouts I like. When I first started it, I didn't know what the people were like and what kind of information they gave us and what kind of workouts they were going to do. And a lot of them actually give you some good workouts that are more functional and you can use them for your day-to-day life. Here you can see I'm doing a 1 dumbbell movement. I'm using my 20-pound dumbbell. This movement actually works out a lot more muscles than you think it does. When I do these workouts, I actually feel a lot more strong, I guess. And believe it or not, I've actually lost about 15 pounds just by doing these workouts and doing the workouts that I need to do for my body. Using dumbbells has actually helped me in the long run. It's helped my stamina. It's helped my endurance. When I do the workouts, it feels like there's no progress, but I've taken progress pictures before, and it just seems like the workout helps a lot with that. With this specific workout, each move was done 3 times. After each move was done 3 times, then we moved on to a different set. A lot of the times I do drink a lot of water throughout these workouts. This day, and the hottest day on record. They were upwards to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But I get a lot more benefits out of that than I can by doing it inside. Mainly because I end up sweating a lot. And towards the end, I will sweat inside. Here I'm just doing some final stretches. A lot of the times these final stretches really do help with the muscles. They kind of help me wind down. You could see me look at my watch and my shirt's really sweaty. And that was a really good workout for the day. I usually use two 15-pound weights and two 20-pound weights for my workouts, but the one I just did requires two 15-pound weights and then a 20-pound weight. I also use a fitness pad or like a yoga mat, but Bruno is sitting on it at the moment. So it's just a basic one that I found at Walmart, and it works pretty well, and it cleans off well too. Typically when I'm in the garden, I like to weed and I like to pull stuff from around the tomato plants. I don't like weeding all that much, and I can't find a good solution for all the weeds in my garden. I've tried cardboard, I've tried the gardening fabric. I just can't find anything that I actually enjoy or any. This is the gardening fabric that I use. A lot of the weeds have overgrown, and I put mulch down, and it kind of helped. Didn't really do what I wanted it to. I actually planted some beets in this row here, and I marked it with a stick. So this stick is supposed to help mark where the beets will be. And they're actually growing. They turn purple. They're like a purplish color on their stem. So this whole row from front to back is going to be beets. And then over here is green beans. The green beans, there's Bruno's tail. The green beans, they only survive to about there. So I can't decide if I'm going to turn another row into beans, or if I'm going to take the green beans more all the way this way, or what I'm going to do. Because right now I don't have a plan. I do have corn growing. There's this here. He's growing. He's doing actually pretty good for when I planted it about a week and a half ago. I planted it before we went to... No, I planted it last week after we came back from our mission trip. We went to Kentucky, and so I didn't have time to plant everything, but I planted that, and there's Bruno again. But this whole row, you can tell there's one right... Move, puppy. There's one right behind Bruno's foot, right there. And that whole row is going to be one set of corn. I think it's sweet corn. I marked it with the package of seeds. And then this next row is going to be corn as well. But I had to keep like a 3-foot distance between each row. So the bag says it's gonna be sweet corn, but it's a silver and gold hybrid. And then the next one is a sweet corn, but it is just a G90 hybrid. So I do have corn growing. I've only tilled a little bit around the edges of this bed. It used to be a sunflower bed, but it's been not mowed and not tilled yet. I think I'm going to use this as the summer squash bed and maybe a sunflower bed, but I don't know how well that'll work. I planted 4 mounds of pumpkins, so there's one there. 2, 3, 4. And these were seeds from when I planted them several years ago, hoping that they might grow, and they all did, and I had 100% germination on every single seed that I planted in each mound. And then I have watermelon seeds. This bed somehow is more wet than the other one. I don't know why, because maybe less weeds. Then I have watermelon here, there, and then way over there. And then another one. So I planted 4 mounds of watermelon and 4 mounds of pumpkin. And when I did this on the bed over there with the tomatoes that are growing, it actually did pretty well for what I had. The Lord says that we are to be a blessing to others, and we are blessed to be a blessing. So it is my hope that throughout this journey and throughout our teachings in this YouTube series and in these YouTube videos, that I might be able to bless you along the way. There's Bruno.